Hi, I'm Aspen Valley, and I was first introduced to EFT and Matrix Reimprinting back in 2014, 2015. I had exposure to cognitive behavioral therapy and talk therapy and found it not as useful as I was hoping. So when my mom introduced me to EFT and Matrix, I was sold and have been using it ever since, and was motivated to become a practitioner in 2019, and since then have used it with clients, still have used it for my own personal use, and have completely transformed my life and am living the life of my dreams because of it. And yeah, now I'm actually a trainer, so it's inspired me to continue basically making it into my life's work. And I wouldn't do it if I knew that it wasn't making such a profound impact on other people's lives and my own life. And I know that it has the powerful ability to just be such a useful tool for everyone in their toolbox. It's so simple and yet so profound. And yeah, we do trainings through UnitedHealingCenter.org. It's a nonprofit in the States. So if you're ever in the States and are looking to become a practitioner, let us know.
Hello, my name is Lena Bahu. I'm a Palestinian Lebanese and I reside in Beirut, Lebanon. 6 years ago, I suffered from a burnout. I was completely lost in my life and I was actually looking for a coach. And the person that I found was also an EFT and Matrix Reimprinting practitioner. I didn't even know what that was. And she just told me that I don't need a coach. I need to release all the emotions that I'm holding on to. And I just had this incredible session with her. And I felt really well afterwards. I felt alive. And I realized this was something that I really wanted to go into, to relieve myself further. And went on a course and started working on myself. And then realized that I wanted to use these techniques to help other people also. So right away started working full-time with people. And since doing EFT and Matrix Reimprinting, I've fallen in love with life again. I feel very vibrant, I'm resilient. It's helped me address all areas of my life, and it's been such a great honor and privilege to be able to support other people and their transformation. Yeah, it's been a great inspiration in my life, and I'm happy to be a catalyst for change for other people too. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Catherine Rochot. I'm a clinical psychologist. Been working in the field for about 20 years, and about 7 years ago, one of my close friends, psychologist, told me about EFT and introduced it to me through the American trainers, and I went and did the training there, and then within a few months came and started doing training with Matrix here in Britain. I just find it to be, I did training again. I've worked with clients for 7 years, especially with EFT, and I've just found it incredibly, incredibly powerful. My clients, the first time they do it, they just go like, I'm tapped, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, I went from a 10 in anxiety to like 2 or 5, or usually it's 10 to 5 to 2, and can't even believe it. How does this work? And so it's really powerful. I've certainly done the work on myself with the Matrix and had profound changes. You know, some core beliefs really some core negative beliefs have really gotten changed. It's been amazing. And Karl, who we're now training with, is just a really spectacular human being, really humble, really kind, great trainer, funny, considers himself to be kind of an ordinary bloke, which is of course a British thing, but yeah, it's just a wonderful experience, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of it. So I'm thrilled to be able to give my testimonial, so thank you for this opportunity.
Well, hello, my name is Jersey Garcia, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, licensed in Florida and in New York State. I came to the world of EFT tapping or emotional freedom technique. Back in 2018, a friend recommended that I take on the EFT level 1 and 2. I knew about tapping before, but was just kind of like watching videos, but never thought of applying it or using it for myself or for my clients. After taking level 1 and 2, I was sold. I loved it from the beginning. Started 2 years later or 3 years later, I went and took Matrix Reimprinting. Also love it, use it with my clients, especially with processing traumatic events. I also use it for myself to process some childhood traumas, emotional traumas as well. I use it with my children, especially when they're getting ready to take an exam and they're experiencing some anxiety. So I use it personally with family members and also with my clients with fantastic results. I can't say enough about EFT. Cannot say enough. I love it. It's the best and easiest tool to gain release or relief from things that sometimes are conscious, that we know that are bothering us, but sometimes are even unconscious things that bubble up while we are tapping, that we're able to process it gently and release it gently with a lot of safety as well, and grounding, which is what I love so much about EFT, because when I tap, I release, but I'm still grounded while I'm tapping and making sure that I'm present as well. So I can't say enough. I love EFT.
Hi, my name is Martina. I'm from Bulgaria, and I know Karl and EFT for 10 years now. I got trained in 2014 in EFT, and I instantly fell in love with that technique. It became one of the life-changing techniques in my life. And ever since I got trained in all the possible levels of EFT and the Matrix Reimprinting, I became a trainer. So I'm a trainer in Bulgaria for EFT and the Matrix Reimprinting. This knowledge literally changed my life, starting from health issues and self-doubts. I had so many issues with me, with my relationship, with my husband, with my children. I wasn't confident in my value. And nowadays, I'm, best-selling author in Bulgaria. I got my book published a year ago. So EFT and the Matrix Reimprinting changes the lives of every person that gets in touch with that incredible knowledge. I'm so thankful to Karl for discovering, inventing, and shining the light to the world.
Hello, my name is Melanie Valley, and I am a marriage and family therapist. I specialize in addiction and trauma, specifically developmental trauma and depression. And I have been using EFT and Matrix Reimprinting since 2015, and I absolutely love the technique. I'm trained from a Western perspective in many of the trauma modalities like EMDR and DBT, mindfulness, trauma-focused CBT, and of all of these trainings, if I could only choose one, I would choose EFT and Matrix Reimprinting every time, because I have seen nothing short of miracles. I call them Matrix miracles, and the transformation that happens is so beautiful. And from a therapist perspective, I love it because at the end of every session, I can say this with confidence, maybe with one exception, every session ends with a sense of completion and wholeness to the session that's felt by both the client and also me as a practitioner. And I can't say enough about the beauty and the significance of this work, and I'm just so grateful to Karl Dawson for all of the hard work and commitment that he has poured into this, this opportunity for us to have the privilege to learn and to share this technique with the world. And I would love to invite anyone who's interested in transformation, anyone who's interested in transcendence and healing all aspects of trauma, and also on the other end of that spectrum, anyone who's interested in peak performance. It's just an absolutely brilliant technique. I think of it as a technology, and Karl likes to refer to it as belief engineers, which I heard that term for the first time. I love it. That's what we're doing, is really working on people's core beliefs, and people tend to have one core belief that forms early childhood and carries them through their adult life. And the beautiful thing about Matrix is it gets to that core belief, and once you know that core belief, it opens up a whole new possibility for reality. So with that, thank you. We invite anyone interested. We definitely need more Matrix Reimprinting practitioners throughout the world to really elevate the love and connection, compassion, and relief that it offers to be able to step into higher levels of transcendence and transformation. Thank you so much, Karl. Mwah.
Okay, so my name is Steve Cole of AnxietyWhisperers.com. I've been doing both EFT and Matrix Reimprinting for a while, and my big message really is I've tried lots and lots of different things, and EFT and Matrix are measurably fantastic tools, techniques, ways of creating lasting transformation in a way which is gentle and very, very quick and effective. So if you're on the fence at all, if you're thinking about should I or shouldn't I, and you want something that really does work, my advice to you is get on board now. Good luck.
Yeah, so EFT and Matrix Reimprinting has been amazing for me, both at personal and professional level. He has changed the way I see myself, the way I see life. He has helped me to clear so many blocks and to improve my life in so many levels. But most importantly, it has improved my practice as a mindset coach. I had trained in many different modalities: counseling, coaching, shamanic energy healing, theta healing, many other healing modalities. And it was when I started to apply emotional freedom technique, and especially Matrix Reimprinting, that I could get my clients to a much deeper level of transformation. So I will always be forever grateful for that.
So I'm a nutritional therapist, and I work with a lot of people who have chronic fatigue and autoimmune diseases. And I was just aware that all of my clients, or 99% of my clients, had so many mainly childhood issues and emotional distress. And I could see that this was one of the root causes of their illness. But the nutrition and the supplements and the lifestyle changes were doing so much for them, but I just felt I needed something else to address that part of their story. So that's why I trained a couple of years ago to do EFT and Matrix Reimprinting, and I can honestly say it's been a complete game changer for my clients and for my practice. It's just, I get, my results kind of were pretty good already, but they've really kind of, gone to the next level. And it's amazing the power of the transformation you can achieve in a few, often just in a few short sessions. It really is a very powerful tool.
Okay, so I discovered EFT in my role as a substance misuse worker. I went on an EFT course, and as a result of that I've set up my own private practice, and the results that I've been getting with EFT are just kind of mind-blowing, and really helping people get to the core issues and their core beliefs and shift them, and just make a real difference to their lives. So today I'm training with Karl in EFT level 3, just wanting to hone my skills even more and be able to help even more people than I already have done.